We have trade estimates coming out on from USDA coming up this week. Coming off the previous reports of some increased corn acreage and stocks there, especially leading to general more supply on the books. Ben, what are your expectations for this trade report? How do you think USDA is going to react to maybe move around the numbers to fit that extra supply into the picture?
Well, the acreage numbers are pretty straightforward. USDA will take those acreage numbers that we saw in the June acreage report, and they'll plop that right into the new crop balance sheet and make some adjustments on the supply side, largely keeping yield the same. There is precedent that they can, that they have changed yield in July. I think personally, I don't expect them to change yield here in July. They have before, but I don't think we'll see that here in July. Just on the acreage side alone for corn, larger production. Then you go and you say, okay, what do we do about this larger grain stocks number? How is USDA going to, kind of rectify that? Well, they've got two options. One, they can go back and increase the size of last year's corn crop, which they won't do until September. The other thing to do is say, okay, we didn't actually feed as much corn for livestock during the past quarter or last year as what we thought we did. And so they'll go in and they'll make some adjustments to that livestock number, reducing livestock feed demand down. Of course, that could have impacts moving forward. So in theory, what we're going to see come Friday is, I shouldn't even say in theory, what we're going to see come Friday is we're going to see a larger production number for corn. We're going to see a larger total supply number for corn. And then the question becomes, how do the demand categories then respond to that? We're going to see lower prices. Lower prices tend to mean more use. However, our corn export numbers for the new crop marketing year certainly don't suggest that we're going to see all that much, more corn exported. So that's a potential limiting factor that I do think we'll see some, an increase in new crop corn exports. What do you do with feed demand? The fact that you potentially feed demand this last year was overstated. Can you really increase feed demand for next year to use up supply if we didn't use it this year? And then, of course, corn ethanol has been kind of constant. I mean, it's kind of that one that doesn't move a whole lot. So at the end of the day, I think what happens is we see a little bit of an increase to corn exports, a little bit increase to feed use for the new marketing year. But the big increase is going to come on that ending stocks number.